December 31st isn't just New Year's Eve. It's the absolute final deadline to stop a mistake that could slash your 2026 Social Security check, freeze your payments, or trigger a clawback that hits your bank account like a freight train in January. Listen close, because what I'm about to reveal in the next 60 seconds could save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars you're counting on for prescriptions, groceries, and keeping the heat on this winter. If you're already collecting Social Security, or you're within months of starting, this is your one last shot before the calendar flips to lock in 3 life or death updates. Your bank routing numbers, your 2024 income and family changes, and any appeal you need to file with forms like SSA 561 or SSA 44. Miss this cutoff and the Social Security Administration doesn't send a polite reminder. They simply recalculate everything on January 1st, assume the worst, and adjust your check downward or hit pause without warning. I'm talking real seniors, honest, hardworking retirees, who wake up January 3rd staring at a bank balance $400 lighter, or worse, $0, wondering why the money they earned over 40 years just vanished. And here's the gut punch most channels won't tell you. SSA doesn't care that you meant to get around to it, or that you told the IRS but forgot SSA. They only act on what's officially on file by midnight December 31st. One unchecked box, one outdated direct deposit form, one unreported divorce or house sale, and the system automatically assumes you owe them, not the other way around. Drop your age and state in the comments right now. I want to see who's taking this seriously and who's about to let December slip away like any other month. Because the retirees who skip to the end of this video are the same ones panic dialing SSA in January while their bills pile up. Stay with me, because in the next section, I'm breaking down the exact everyday triggers, switching banks, a spouse passing, selling property, that trip this deadline wire every single year. You'll see real names, real dollar losses, and the simple online fixes you can knock out before the ball drops. This is Retirees News and Updates. And we're not here to scare you. We're here to arm you with the truth the SSA won't volunteer. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss a deadline that matters. And let's make sure your 2026 check lands fat, on time, and clawback free. Alright, you're still here. Smart move. Because what I'm laying out next isn't theory from some desk jockey. It's the exact landmines the Social Security Administration plants every January, and the step-by-step map to dodge every single one before the clock strikes midnight on December 31st. This is Retirees News and Updates, and we're walking you through the 3 triggers that can freeze, slash, or claw back your 2026 check. Plus the one sneaky loophole most seniors misread and pay for later. Let's rip the band-aid off with trigger hash 1. Bank details. If you switched banks in 2024, merged accounts, or even added a spouse to a joint checking, and you haven't updated SSA, your January deposit is headed straight to a black hole. SSA doesn't text you. They don't email. They attempt one electronic transfer to whatever routing number they have on file. If it bounces, even by 1 digit, your entire check vanishes into return to sender limbo. No reissue until you file paperwork, wait on hold, and pray the local office isn't short-staffed after the holidays. Real case. Barbara, 72, Florida. Her credit union got swallowed by a mega bank mid-year. She figured, same money, they'll figure it out. January 3rd, $0. Took 9 weeks and 3 certified letters to reclaim her money. 9 weeks of insulin co-pays, electric bills, and Christmas credit card debt with no Social Security lifeline. Fix it now. Log into your My Social Security account or grab Form SSA 1199 from any branch. Takes 10 minutes online, uploads instantly, locks in before the cutoff. Trigger hash 2. Income and family status. This one's a silent killer because it hides in plain sight. SSA doesn't read your mind or your IRS return. They pull income data on a 2-year lag unless you force an update. Got married? Divorced? Spouse passed? Sold a rental property? Started pulling from an IRA? Any of those shifts your taxable income, and SSA recalculates your benefit bracket plus Medicare Part B and D premiums in January. Missed the report. and they default to the highest IRMA tier they can justify. That's income-related monthly adjustment amount. Fancy talk for we're jacking your Medicare deduction $300 plus a month because your 2024 Magi looks fat on paper. Mike and Shelley, Michigan, learned this the hard way. Shelley kept her part-time gig after Mike retired. Joint income nudged them over the IRMA cliff. They told the IRS. Forgot SSA. January check. $387 lighter. Appeal window? Slammed shut February 1st because Form SSA 44 wasn't filed by December 31st. One form, one stamp, $4,644 saved over the year. Do it today. SSA 44 for Medicare appeals. SSA 561 for benefit disputes. Both available online. Both timestamped the second you hit submit. Trigger #3. Overpayment clawbacks. This is the gut punch nobody sees coming. SSA keeps a running tab. If they paid you spousal benefits after your husband died, but you never switched to survivor rate, that's an overpayment. If they miscalculated your earnings record for 6 months, that's an overpayment. They don't send a courtesy call. They offset it automatically starting January. Carol, 68, California widow. Funeral home notified Medicare, not SSA. She collected $2,600/month spousal rate for 14 months post-death. Correct survivor rate? $1,900. January 2025 letter. You owe $9,800. Check reduced 60% until paid. She could have filed Form SSA 561 U2 within 60 days of any notice, but the big notice hit after the appeal clock expired. Moral: open every SSA envelope the day it arrives. Scan for phrases like benefit adjustment or recalculation. Dispute inside 30 days. File before December 31st. And the change freezes until reviewed. Now, the loophole I promised. The one that sounds like free money but usually detonates. If your 2024 income cratered, lost a job, spouse died, one-time capital gain evaporated, and you don't report it by December 31st, SSA might keep you in a lower IRMA bracket for January and February. Bigger check, lower Medicare bite. Tempting, right? Wrong. When IRS data finally sinks, usually March, SSA retroactively recalculates, issues an overpayment notice, and starts deducting $100, $500 monthly until square. No interest, no negotiation. Report the drop now with SSA 44 and a life-changing event checkbox. Lock in the savings legally. Avoid the claw. Action checklist. Do this before the ball drops. Log into mysocialsecurity.gov. Verify direct deposit routing / account numbers match your current bank. Download 2024 tax return. Any line different from 2023? File SSA 44 Medicare or call 1-800-772-1213. Report earnings change. Marital status shift? Death certificate, divorce decree, upload via portal or mail certified to local office. Received any SSA letter in 2024 mentioning review or adjustment? Scan it. File SSA 561 U2 appeal online today. Comment below. Done plus your state. I'll shout out the first 50 who finish before December 20th. This isn't optional paperwork. It's the firewall between your earned benefits and bureaucratic autopilot. SSA processes 7 million recalculations every January. Yours is just a number until you make it bulletproof. Hit subscribe. Turn on the bell. Next week, I'm exposing the 2026 COLA trap nobody is talking about. Get these fixes in. Sleep through New Year's knowing your 2026 check lands fat, on time, and untouchable. This is Retirees News and Updates. Real talk for real retirees. See you in the portal.